On April 23rd, 2021, a supercell formed in north central Texas. I caught up with it at Cooper Break State Park for its first tornado, which was very brief. As it continued to move on to the east, it started producing multiple tornadoes. I saw a total of 6 tornadoes. In this video, you'll see a combination of my dash camera video as well as some video outside of the vehicle. One of the challenges when I had this live for the Weather Channel during this whole time, needless to say, my priority is keeping that dash camera, which goes live to the Weather Channel, as much as possible on the tornadoes. Sometimes you may not be as close as you would like to be, but do you reposition and take the chance you can't see it for a little bit? So I try to stay with it as long as I can if I've got it where I have it on my camera. But as you see, this did produce several picturesque tornadoes. At one point in time, it had twin tornadoes on the ground. But this is what you'll see. Keep in mind when you hear the dash camera video, you will hear the Weather Channel in the background, but there is a delay of about a minute, minute and a half in how I watch and listen to that video. So you may be listening to Mike Bettis talk about it and go, that's not matching up with what we see, but that's because of the delay.
It may just not be picking up a lot of things, having a hard time coming together to form dust envelope or dust cloud there. But sometimes just going over grass or something like that, you may not necessarily see the entire spin of the tornado. Be taking a live look at a tornado that just may have dissipated on us. No, I still see some going there. That's the thing. If it's not hitting much.
Just after you had the twin tornadoes, you'll see the two different views here from the different cameras. But it became a little disorganized, and at that point in time, I chose to reposition. And as I came down the road a little bit, it formed into a very picturesque white tornado that you saw many of it, and became known as the Lockett tornado in Lockett, Texas, which was the closest town there at the time. While it was a picturesque tornado, unfortunately it did do damage to a couple of homes and a barn in the area, but fortunately there were no injuries to speak of from this tornado or any of the 6 tornadoes that were there in the area. At this point, it was just amazing to watch this tornado and trying to juggle between keeping the dash camera on the tornado and jump out and get better video as well as take a few pictures of this picturesque tornado. Later in the cycle of this tornado, it had a rope and a rainbow at different points in time, and then it recycled into a larger tornado, and you could just see the rainbow. It was too wide to fit in my video screen, but I was able to take 2 pictures and stitch them together. You'll see here at the end.
December 18th trip, including many women.